I don't understand men. It's a statement I've repeated to myself over and over, trying to make sense of their actions, their words, and the way they seem to think. It's like they live in a world where logic and emotions clash in ways I can't quite follow. Take Tom, for example. We've been friends for years, and yet, every time I think I've figured him out, he throws me off course. One moment, he's talking about his dreams and passions, and the next, he's completely shutting down, as if nothing matters. It's frustrating. Then there's Jake. He's different, quieter, more reserved. But the thing that gets me the most is how he never seems to want to talk about anything meaningful. Every conversation feels surface level, like we're skipping over the depth I crave. It's like trying to read a book with pages stuck together. And don't even get me started on Mark. He's the type of guy who says one thing but does another. I remember the time he promised he'd be there for me when I needed him, but when the moment came, he was nowhere to be found. Instead, I got a half-hearted text saying, "Sorry, something came up." It was always something, wasn't it? Men are complicated, but not in the way they think. It's not about being mysterious or strong, it's about being inconsistent. They say one thing and expect you to believe it, but their actions often tell a different story. It's like they want you to understand them but refuse to let you in. I've tried to make sense of it, to understand why they do what they do, but every answer seems to open up more questions. Why do they avoid vulnerability? Why do they push people away when they need them the most? Why do they bottle up their emotions and then explode at the smallest inconvenience? Maybe I'm asking the wrong questions. Maybe the real question is, why do I keep trying to understand them? Maybe I'm the one who needs to change, to accept that some things are just beyond my comprehension. Maybe I don't need to figure out their minds but learn to live with the mystery. One evening, as I sat with Tom and Jake over coffee, I asked them, "Do you ever wonder why you do the things you do?" They looked at each other, shrugged, and said, "Not really. It's just who we are." It hit me then. They don't analyze their actions the way I do. They don't overthink every word and gesture, trying to find meaning in everything. They simply exist. And maybe that's where I get tangled up, looking for meaning in places that don't have any. I don't understand men, but maybe that's okay. Maybe it's time I stopped trying so hard to decode their world and just let them be. Maybe the mystery is part of what makes them who they are.